Hey there guys, welcome to this tutorial. Hope you've been enjoying the series. And what we did in the previous tutorial is that we changed the right side of the star with all the tools we've learned. We changed it to red, and we kind of like slashed it and blurred the slash down there which you made, and we learned about how Photoshop works by tracking your pointer. So what we're doing in this tutorial is we're going to be learning about layers, and layers are really important because almost all the other tools I want to teach you next depend on layers. There are some tools that don't, that I will still teach you, but I kind of want to focus on layers because they are one of the most important elements in Photoshop. Their layers are what make Photoshop unique. There are also layers in other Photoshop editing software like GIMP. However, Photoshop really masters how layers work and the kind of creativity you can do with layers. You can move things from different layers. You can give layers special effects, change these effects around, and all this is possible because of Photoshop's layers. So layers, how to make a new layer. We currently do have a layer. It's locked, and it is called background. Now background, it comes with it. You can choose, if you remember, you can choose to make it white, transparent, or whatever color you choose. And we want to make a new layer. It's pretty simple. It's not as hard as you think. You want to click this note right here, and it says create a new layer. It's right next to the garbage can. Don't click on the garbage can. Click on the new layer, and as you can see, we have layer 1. Now I never name my layers. You can though. For this tutorial, we are gonna name our layers to better reference them. And you can do that pretty simply. Now you can kind of like double click on the text there, and we can name our layer and what is going to be in our layer. So we're going to call our layer black boxes. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, I don't know, I just spelled it, I might have spelled it wrong. But black boxes. And what we're going to do into this layer is we're going to move basically the black boxes, these two black boxes that we have right here, up onto the black boxes layer, which is really easy actually, and it just takes a couple of seconds. But I just want to note that when you are making a new layer, it comes transparent by default, as you can see, and these gray and white cubes mean that something is transparent in Photoshop. And it would show up as transparent if you exported the image to a PNG. It would be that area would be transparent. We don't have to worry about that right now. We have everything opaque. And what we are gonna worry about is how we move these black boxes up to the next layer. Now that's pretty simple. We're gonna use any selection tool we've learned, but for this one we're gonna use Magic Wand tool, and we're gonna select the black boxes. You can just either select this box and make it that they are Control D, remember, deselect, and reduce the tolerance to 0 because both of them are the same color, and that. Or what we can do, you want to make sure you have background selected, not black boxes, because the thing that confuses people in Photoshop is that if you have this selected, like black boxes, and I tried editing this, like selecting it and pressing delete, it won't delete. But make sure you have selected background. Select the Magic Wand tool so we can edit background. First, we have to grab something from background to take it to black boxes. Now, you can do this several ways. You can copy it and paste it up there. Problem is, we'll have duplicates, and that would make it harder to edit in the future. Let's say I want to reopen this Photoshop file. Also, we can cut it and paste it. Problem with that is it might not land in the same position, or you might have some problems. Second thing is that you can transfer it to the layer above, and we're gonna do that right now. We might actually, cause we might not use black boxes, but if you do that, it might just make a new layer for you between that background and black boxes. Now let's select these tolerance. You can either do the single box selection tool, uncheck continuous, which would select both of them for you, or you can go select the dual thing and select them both. But we've learned about contiguous, and we're gonna learn use that just for the sake of using something that we've learned. So we have these both selected right now, and we're gonna right click on it, and as you can see, we have tons of options right here. We can do all this stuff, and we're gonna make something called layer via copy, layer via cut. If we do layer via copy, we're gonna have the same duplicate black box in the same position. You won't see that until you move the black boxes in the black boxes layer, and you would see that you have another black boxes under your black boxes. So we want to cut it so we will only have one, and that's that. You might actually see a white something white around it, um white line around that, and we'll fix that soon. I just don't want you guys to focus on that. And I was right, it didn't go onto black boxes, instead it went between. So we want to rename this to black boxes, and you can do multiple names at the same thing. Photoshop doesn't matter. Let's keep this for the sake of referencing which layer's at top. We're gonna call this top layer. Alright, so that's the top layer selected. We have the black boxes layer selected, where we can edit the black boxes, and we have the background layer selected. If we select the background layer. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I have way more stuff to teach you about right now, since I've introduced layers and how they work. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. It will all make sense in the end, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this series and you'll continue to watch it. Thank you, and keep watching.